What's going on, YouTube? Tattoos are for dumbasses.
Tattoos are a beautiful thing, asshole. I didn't tell you I was going to add that. So we're here tonight, I hate starting these videos, I really do, to talk about tattoos, and we totally do not agree on them.
Oh, hold on.
What?
We should do why we're on a different couch.
Oh, we're on a different couch because all of our kids are in the house and we're trying to get away from them.
I don't like
As
kids.
far as possible. You have two kids. Stop saying you don't like kids.
Well,
They watch these videos and now they're in therapy, so whatever.
that's the plan.
Anyway, back to the topic. I have tattoos. I love them. I think they're beautiful. I think they're self-expression. I don't always think that people get them at the right time in their lives. We do agree on that point. But otherwise, I think they're awesome. I think they can be very sexy. I think that it can be a topic, like just randomly go up to a stranger to talk about and find out. It's a good way to meet people, actually. Hey, where'd you get that? Why'd you do that? You know, in the single days, it works. Go ahead. Tell us your version of stuff.
I feel tattoos are for conformists. Tattoos used to be for nonconformists, rebels, hard asses. When somebody had a tattoo, you said shit, and you walked the other way. Now, everybody and their mother has a tattoo. They're for nonconformists. They're for people who just want to fit in and go with the crowd. People walk into the tattoo parlor and say, I like that one up on the wall. Put that one on me.
That's not what happened here. That is.
Hey,
that is.
I'm talking.
Sorry. He beats me when we're off camera.
Yeah, all the
Go
time.
ahead.
So, now I'm totally off my thought. Where was I going?
Yeah, conformists, blah blah blah. People who just want to fit in.
I feel that men who have tattoos these days are scared little men who want to look like badasses, so they put them on their face and their ass and their arm. They cover their entire body trying to look hard. You want to look hard? Get a job. Work your ass off. Support a family. Raise children. Be a dad. That's being a hard ass. And when someone talks shit to you, kick their ass. Ink doesn't make you a hard ass. Being a man makes you a hard ass.
Are you done?
I think I'm done.
Okay, so what about those of us who get tattoos to honor people we loved, or they're just an expression of something we believe in or love or think is pretty? I'm not a conformist. I'm not trying to be like anybody
Listen,
else.
I'm not saying it's one size fits all, but you
Basically what you just said.
if you get a tattoo to
Uh-huh.
remember somebody, did you really think you were going to forget them?
No, of course
You
not.
already have a gravestone to remember people.
It's not the same thing. It's like a permanent
And
reminder
that's the
that you
very thing.
carry around
And
with
you're
you everywhere.
permanently putting grief on yourself.
I'm not putting grief on myself.
Well, if you're trying to remember,
I'm putting something
you're trying to remember
beautiful
a
on
painful
myself.
part of your life that you lost.
My mother was not a painful part of my life. She was a beautiful part of it, and now there is a beautiful memorial on my skin.
Yeah, and I'm not saying,
And my grandmother too.
my judgments are more about the young.
Okay.
Right? People into their 30s
Mhm.
that don't understand maturity.
So I got these in my 30s. Does that mean I wasn't mature when I
said
got
up
them?
to your 30s.
Oh, up to your 30s.
I might have
So
said into your 30s, but I
you
meant
did
up
say
to
it.
your 30s.
Uh-huh.
20-somethings don't have a clue of what life is. They don't understand that if you do something now, you have to pay for it later. You get a tattoo
Mhm.
in a exposed area, you will be forever judged for that. And that's fine.
By people like you.
That's fine. Well, people like me are the ones who hire people.
Okay.
All right, you have an exposed tattoo, you limit yourself. Are you going to walk into a surgeon and let a surgeon operate on you that's got a face tat or
Yes.
a neck tat?
Yes.
Oh, yes, I'm
if
sure.
he has a good
I
reputation,
am
hell
sure,
yeah, I am.
given the opportunity, that you will feel totally comfortable with that person where you know you're not.
Yeah,
You know you're
That's
not.
true.
You know you're not
That
going
is
to be.
not true.
Sure.
If he had a tattoo on his face,
So you got two dogs with the same
other than it
credentials.
saying like I like to kill people, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure
He's
I
got a
would.
tattoo on his face, and you're going to instantly think what people who are adult enough to understand what long-term decision making means is that when they got that tattoo, they weren't thinking about future ramifications. They weren't thinking about how that's going to affect their life beyond tomorrow.
But he's
They
a
were-
surgeon,
yeah.
and
Yeah,
he's
and
obviously
he's a surgeon.
doing well for himself. So I'm pretty sure the face
Yeah, and that's
tattoo didn't
probably
hold him
why
back.
you don't see surgeons with face tattoos. Just saying.
God.
Mm-hmm.
That's because those guys are probably dorks, and they couldn't be able to handle
Dorks,
it
please.
anyway.
I know more dorky guys with tattoos than anything now.
Good for
all right?
them. Good for them.
The badasses. I'm a nonconformist. I have one tattoo.
I think
okay?
you need a Star Trek tattoo.
Yeah. This is my one tattoo. All right? Yeah, that's right. You don't know what it is, and you'll never know what it is. It's unique. It's original. I got it when I was 15 in my friend's kitchen with a needle stuck in the end of a big pen, one hole at a time. That's getting a tattoo.
God.
Yeah.
I got it better than anybody else got
It's
it.
stupid. I thought when I was 15 years old that was the number one thing I wanted for the rest of my life. That I wanted to look at that on my arm every single day. And that's what people don't understand, especially young people, is if you got a tattoo when you were 5, what would you have gotten? SpongeBob? Matchbox?
I would have gotten Top
Mickey
Gun.
Mouse?
Top Gun when I was 10. I would have gotten Top Gun. I would have gotten
Is
the
that-
jet. And you know what? I would still love that fucking jet if I had it on me now.
Is that the same thing you'd want on your body when you're 20, when you're 30, when you're 40?
You know what? After this, I'm gonna go get
And
enter here.
I don't think you. Yeah, we're done. We're done.
Oh,
Okay.
come on.
Not if
Sometimes
get
you need
that.
a little direction.
Mhm. Yeah. Oh, all right.
With an
A
arrow.
little direction. Okay. I know where it is.
Or fun bags.
But it
Across
comes.
my boobs.
My problem with it is young people are doing it because they think they're badass and they're cool, and look at me and look what I'm getting, and like they're being a nonconformist, but they are conforming. They're conforming. That's exactly what they're doing. They're conforming. They're being a conformist.
All right, I can see what you're saying for the people who are followers, because there's plenty of those people who just do it because everybody else is doing it.
Yeah.
But there's
which
a
is
ton of
90%
people.
of people.
There's a ton of people who get something personal. The majority of people I know with tattoos, these are not off the wall chosen things. These are something that is meaningful to them, that they researched, that they really wanted, and that they, figured out where to put it and all this stuff. And there was a lot of decision making that went into it. That I think is very different than somebody who's like, oh, my friend got one, I'm gonna go get one. I'm 20
Yeah,
now, I can get
there's
one.
a time and a place. Yeah, I'm not saying
Yeah.
every tattoo.
The
is
one on
wrong,
my
every
ankle,
tattoo.
the
guy
tramp stamp
who,
one.
The guy who's got the U.S. Marine Corps and all his
Yeah, it's
buddies died on
meaningful
this
for
ship.
him.
That is something that. But still, even then, if you got a tattoo because all your buddies died, why do you want to be reminded of that every time you look at it?
Because it's probably memorializing them for him. Like
But what if
they're
you
with
think
him.
that you're gonna
They're-
want to remember
that's like
that?
a spiritual
That's
remembrance.
one of the things. When you get a tattoo, at a young age, okay, you get a tattoo. You get a stupid tattoo. You get a neck tattoo. Or you get a tramp stamp. You get something like that. At some point, you have two decisions to make. Either A, right, you can someday very painfully get it removed, regret your decision, all right, and live with it. Very few people ever do that.
Okay.
All right. The B, second one, is you convince yourself how much you love it, because every day you wake up and you look at that tattoo, you're reminded of the person you were. And instead of growing as a person and moving along in life and changing, you're always that person that you were the day you got that tattoo. Because you have to convince yourself that that's who you are.
Strongly disagree.
I'm not talking about a late 30-year-old woman getting a tattoo.
I have 2 tattoos I got before I was 20.
Yeah.
Okay? They don't make me any less of a person now because I don't particularly love them anymore.
How do you know that?
What do you mean, how do I know that?
Whoa,
Of course I know
wait.
that.
But what you said, I don't love them anymore.
I don't love them anymore.
But that's what I said.
But
said
I don't
either
care. I'm
you-
not sitting here like,
either
oh
you-
my god, I was so
Either you
regret
come
that.
to the point where you regret the decision, you live with it and you deal with it. But there's going to be those people who get it and they decide, They look at it every day, and instead of moving past that point and regretting it, they double down. They're like, oh, that's who I am. That's who I'm always going to be. I'm never going to change in life.
Okay.
That's going to become a leg.
Say-
That's going to become a sleeve. That's
you're
going to be my
right.
whole chest and my whole
Say
back.
on the off chance you're right. You know what? They would do that with anything, whether it was tattoos or anything else. If somebody wants to be held back and defined by something, they're going to find something to be held back and defined by. If it's the
But that's
tattoo
not
they
the point I'm
regret it,
getting at.
that's what you just said.
I'm getting at the point that if they don't have that tattoo, they're not being held back.
They're gonna find something else to hold them back. It's either
They're
gonna
not
be the
looking to be
partners
held
they
back.
choose.
They have to do it.
Oh my God!
You
They
have
don't
to
have to
what do
do
you mean,
anything.
Oh my God!
They don't
What do you
have
mean,
to do
oh
anything.
my God! You're not getting.
So
You're
like,
not getting
oh,
my
these
point.
people are wrapped up in this tattoo they got 30 years ago.
It amazes me how you
Oh
don't
my
get
God!
simple human
this,
psychology.
This is who I am now. I just can't be anything else. And you know what? I'm just gonna make it bigger. I'm gonna make that's who I am. I am that person who gets tattoos. I'm gonna make it gigantic. I'm gonna put it all the way
and
up here.
you don't think that ever happens?
No. I think if it does
No.
happen, it happens very
That
rarely.
never happens to a person, or very, very rarely.
Very,
Come
very
on, why do
rarely.
you think these people are covered
Kind of
in
like Chris
tattoos?
being right. That's how rare it is.
Oh yeah,
Anyway.
we know that that is quite often actually.
Oh, you're so full of
Needless
shit.
to say, this is a heated topic between the two of us.
Oh, you
often.
should wait till we get into more in-depth topics. We'll
Oh,
be
yeah.
screaming at each other. But anyway, I don't see anything wrong with tattoos. Yes, I see your point. When you're young, it's probably not the best time to get them. I would say wait till you're 30 at least
Yeah.
before you get your first tattoo. But beyond that, if you want to cover yourself, you want to stick it on your neck, go for it. If that's what you want, that's what you do. There is nothing that does not make them a bad person, a bad father, a bad husband, a bad mom, whatever it may be, because they have ink on them somewhere in a spot that you don't approve of. Because you don't want Dunkin' Donuts making you a coffee because she's got a tattoo right here. Doesn't mean I have a problem with it. She's probably a very nice person.
That was your conclusion, by the way.
Ah, shit.
So I say, yeah, you want to get that neck tattoo? You go for it. You want to get that face tattoo? You go for it. You want to get a spider on your hand? You go for it. Because guys like me are going to see it, and we're going to know that you lack the ability to make adult decisions. That you don't look past today, that you're probably not going to show up for work on time. All right? Now, as far as everybody says, oh, look at me. Look at this lady with sleeves, with tattoo sleeves, lady with a long sleeve shirt on, works just as hard. No shit. You might be the best and hardest goddamn work on the face of the planet. But you know what? Every time you walk into an adult establishment, you're going to have to prove yourself that much more. You're making life that much harder for yourself. You want to do it as an adult when you're established in life? Hey, go right ahead, man. You want to do it as a child or as a kid, as an 18, 19, 25-year-old? Hey, go ahead. It makes my job easier because I fire like 30 people a year, man. All right, YouTube.
I don't agree with him at all. So all of you, get tattoos.
Excuse me. You do not. You already did your wrap up.
I didn't take as much time as you did.
You did your
and
wrap
I didn't
up.
know I was doing my wrap up.
Yeah, well, that's why I just let you go. And you definitely did a couple minutes.
Anyway. All right, YouTube.
This
Since
one's
Chris
gonna
says
take
it's time to
a
go,
lot
it's
of
time
editing.
to go.
This one's going to take a lot of
Yay! We'll still be together tomorrow, I promise. Reluctantly. Anyway, just kidding. I was joking.
All right. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. We really want to make something out of this. Throw your comments in down there, you know. And if you're old like us, scroll down. Scroll way down. All the way down. Comment.
Give us some subject
Hit the
ideas.
thumbs up. Tell us what you want to hear. You know, tell us where I was wrong, where Katie was wrong. We all know she's way wronger than I am.
Not gonna happen.
All right,
Sorry.
YouTube. See you later.
Bye.